What's good, YouTube fam? I'm back with another video on the channel. How's everyone's afternoons going? Today we are back with another best gun in Warzone video. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different because what I do be noticing, y'all just try to look at the class and then click off the video. So I switched it up and y'all don't know where the class setup is. So y'all got to watch the whole video to find out what the best class is. So as you can see, we are doing the gameplay first and then I'm going to show you guys the class. But I'm not actually going into a Warzone game to do the gameplay. I'm actually going to do it in multiplayer or in the free playlist. If you haven't been on Warzone this week, you might not know that there is a free playlist for multiplayer. So if you don't have multiplayer already, you can go ahead and load up your Warzone and you do get a free playlist, and I think it's called like Stocked Up Lockdown. So make sure you do play that because I think today is the last day you can play it. So if you haven't played that already, make sure you do play that. Just a little side note there. But going ahead into this gameplay, you can see I'm using an LMG, which you guys haven't seen before. And in my opinion, I do think the LMGs are the most underrated guns in the game because you never do see anybody use an LMG. So today I am going to use the LMG, and this is one of my first times using it. As you can see, I do have a thermoscope, and this is really more kitted for like long range engagements because the AUG I'm also using in the loadout is better for like close to medium range. And one thing I did notice while using LMGs, they really don't have that much recoil, and they do have a lot of bullets obviously because they're LMG, which makes them really good for fighting like against snipers. So I think on Warzone the LMG is actually probably really powerful, and it just hasn't really blown up yet in the meta. But maybe today you might get a little head start and use the LMG and see if you like it or not, because I actually think next time I go into Warzone I might use the LMG to see if it's good or not. But I actually think it will perform pretty good. So I would recommend using this class in Warzone as well as multiplayer because it's really good in both. But in multiplayer the AUG really is a little bit better than the LMG, because especially in shoot house, as you can see, there's not a lot of long range engagements unless you're just peering over that little ledge in the middle. But I don't do that a lot, so you will see me using the AUG a little bit more in this multiplayer gameplay. But if I do go to Warzone, if you want to see some Warzone gameplay with this, you'll probably see more of the LMG because you get a lot of more of those long range sniper battles with those thermoscope HDRs, AX50s, etc, etc. So this will be really good, a really good class at all ranges, just because it's so versatile with the LMG and the SMG, which like I said is really underrated. But as you see, I don't have a scope on the AUG because similar to the MP7, I don't think you should waste the class, what's not a class slot, an attachment slot or the scope, because when you're using an SMG you're usually close range and you really don't need a scope for close range. So I usually use the iron sights because the iron sights on the AUG are also good. And as you can see, this is a blueprint SMG that comes from the battle pass, but you will see more of that in the end when I show you guys the loadout. And another thing I want to talk about is my my equipment. I do have a tactical. My tactical is a Simtex, and my lethal is a Simtex, my tactical is a stim pistol. The reason that is because I'm in multiplayer, but I would not recommend using these in Warzone. I would always recommend using a heartbeat sensor and a heartbeat sensor in like Mazotovs or something like that, because you're not really going to want to use these in Warzone because the heartbeat sensor is way better to find people and it's way more effective than these two. I'm only using these two because I happen to be in multiplayer, so I wouldn't recommend using these. But aside from that, that's the only reason I have those on instead of my usual equipment and lethals. So with today being the last day of season 2, make sure you do go in the battle pass store, not the battle pass store, in the store, and get your 10 free battle pass tier skips, because they did put that in for free. So if you did buy the battle pass and you're not finished yet, you can go to the store and get 10 free battle pass tier skips. So make sure you do go in the store and get that as well. I did get mine the other day, so I am at like tier 70 now. So I do recommend everyone gets those, as today is the last day to finish out your battle pass. But I'm not going to completely talk you guys' head off. That is all for the gameplay, and now I'm going to get into the class setup. As you probably seen from the gameplay, I am using an AUG and a M91, and those are the two guns I'm using. But I do have blueprints equipped on both of them. On the M91 I have the desk blueprint equipped, and on the AUG I have the Leecher blueprint equipped. I think I got them both from the battle pass. So like I said, if you don't have your battle pass done, I would recommend hurry up and finishing that. These are the attachments I'm using: monolithic suppressor, solo 0 NVG enhanced, then the XRK striker stock. Then for the AUG I have worn the 5MW laser, the Force Tac CQB comb, the stifle grip tape, 5.56 60 round mag, and a Commando foregrip. This is really the heart of the weapon if you ask me, because if you play like me and you have that more fast-paced playstyle, you are going to be using your SMG, the AUG, more, because you're going to get into a lot more close and medium range engagements with this class if you're using it right. Then the LMG, that's more of just like the backup if you do run into somebody who's using a sniper. But that is all for today's video. Make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. We will have more daily Warzone videos coming out every single day. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace.